So today on the California Grown Experience on You Bloom, we're at Mellano and Company in Oceanside, California. We're at the top of the world.
This is one of the best spots that there is on the farm. You get a really, really good perspective of everything that we have going on here.
Wow, it's beautiful, Mike.
We have here over 300 acres of cut flowers and foliage that's spread out in this general area. And we have 40 to 50 different crops. I lose track sometimes how many we're actually farming.
Here at Mellano and Company, we grow a wide variety of different flowers and greens. We grow a lot of myrtle, boxwood. We also grow alstroemeria. We grow asters. We grow liatris. We have, at any one given time, we have up to 40 to 45 different varieties of things growing. Mellano and Company is a little different with our different varieties of flowers. We look at our farm sort of like a patchwork quilt, because you might see a field of myrtle next to a field of iris, next to a field of ranunculus. So at any given time, there's all different varieties, different products growing side by side. So it's a lot of fun. It also takes a lot of coordination and planning and a lot of cooperation from our different crews.
We grow 7.5 million bunches of flowers a year off this farm, which averages around 70 million stems or more. Each bunch is about 10 stems, more or less.
So I love your trucks.
Thank you. We love our trucks around here.
You were one of the very first farms that started to decorate your trucks too.
We were. Obviously, we're very proud of our product and we want to put it everywhere. Our trucks are on the road driving around, so why not spread the message of our industry, of our product? Our trucks drive to Las Vegas, to Los Angeles, and that's exactly what we want the public to see. See flowers, think flowers, and buy California flowers.
That's great. We only get to see the myrtle as bunches. And so to see a field like this is just amazing.
Myrtle is our signature crop, and we have probably about 60 acres of myrtle in one location right here in San Luis Rey. We operate and grow the myrtle much like we grow all of our flowers, which is from start to finish trying to do the best job possible. And it all starts with a well-prepared field that's clean, disease-free, ready to go with healthy plants. And then we adhere to a strict IPM program to make sure that it stays pest-free and run it through the gambit. And at the end of the day, end up cutting it and harvesting it and bringing it to market.
Now I noticed the guys are harvesting it with hedge clippers.
That's one of the methodologies that we use. There's a variety of different ways that we'll harvest myrtle as well as the other crops, and each one is tailored to the unique field, the location, and the site. That's one of those methodologies that we determined was the most effective for cutting and harvesting myrtle.
And then the guys are bunching it and grading it right out here in the field.
Minimizing touches is paramount to keeping things efficient. And we've done a lot of analyses, a lot of studies on myrtle as well as all the other crops, and have found ways to do everything as close to the field as possible, not moving trash around, moving only bunches, and getting them directly from the field to the shed in the quickest amount of time, which post-harvest wise is really what you want to do to have the top quality product ready for the customer.
You keep harvesting. This is continual harvest with these bushes.
That's right. Myrtle is a perennial crop, as are a number of the crops that we're growing here on this farm. But some of the fields of myrtle have been on this place 20 years or more, actually more. And so we just repeatedly harvest them on an annual basis and flush them back through again and keep doing it year after year after year.
It's breathtaking to look out over here and just see all of the myrtle. I was joking with everybody that it makes me want to just jump in there and roll around in it, because number one, I love having your myrtle when I'm making a beautiful bouquet, but I love the smell and the fragrance, and it's just so lush and beautiful. It's absolutely glorious seeing the hills with all the beautiful myrtle.
Well, it takes a team. We have a good group of people that have been doing this a long time. They know the ins and outs and every detail that needs to happen in order for this to come to be the way it is.
Wow, Mike. Solidago.
Pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. This is my favorite time with it because it's a little chartreuse green. We call this, as a trend color, we call it laser lime.
Yeah.
Because it's that green that's pushed almost to yellow.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think this is one of my favorite stages as well. It's just before it's getting ready to be harvested, so the uniformity and the evenness of the crop is pretty fun to look at. Solidago is a very significant crop for us. We tend to try and marry the crop to the soil, and we have a unique opportunity to do that with over 300 acres here in this location. There's a variety of soil types that allow us to maximize the opportunity for each individual crop.
Now I noticed lights up above too.
Yeah, Solidago is one of the more intense crops that we grow. Although it's a perennial and in the ground for probably about 3 or 4 years, it also requires lighting to initiate flowering, and we use that light to make the solidago come in the times when we and the customer want it to come rather than when it naturally would want to come.
What makes California superior for growing flowers and foliage?
Well, obviously we have great weather here in Southern California, and the land, everything makes it a prime area for us to grow flowers.
There's a number of reasons why California is superior to other regions. One of the biggest ones that we're finding these days is proximity to market. The Cal-grown situation, being a California farmer, is a very, very good position to be in. So that is very, very important. The other things that are important is the longevity, being in one place, being known, being able to build a solid customer base is all very important to us being California flowers.
What's the most popular thing about Mellano and Company?
I think here at the farm, people would tell you that our most popular thing is our myrtle. Everyone loves our myrtle, and obviously we love growing it. We produce over 1 million bunches a year of myrtle on about 50 to 65 acres here. So that tends to be a very popular item and a well-respected item that we grow. In the grander picture, I think the most popular thing is our flower fields. Everyone loves April and May when the flower fields are in bloom, and not just our customers, but our neighbors, our community around here love being close to the flower fields.
So I'm here with Leo Gordillo, the general manager of the wholesale division at Milano. Leo, thank you so much.
Nice meeting you.
So Milano is interesting because not only do you grow the products, but you're also the wholesale of the products as well.
Yes, we do.
And so you've been here for how many years?
Around 32 years.
Wow, and you're second generation.
Yes, I am.
That's wonderful. So what's the benefits of being a wholesaler and a grower at the same time?
We can provide better, fresh, quality product to our customers. They don't have to wait a week long for the product to get in their hands. From the farm, they can get it within 2 days of the pick.
Wow, that's fabulous.
This is some of the product that's just come from the field. The guys have just brought in a load of Safari Sunset. Mariano and his crew then bring it into this area, and they're basically bunching and processing, grading the product. So this is another quality check. The first one happens in the field when they're processing the product there. They bring it here. Whatever the product is, it's being graded for quality.
Okay.
If we have different levels of quality, maybe on length, some of our myrtle and things like that comes in a bouquet length, a longer length. They're bunching it and putting it back into the buckets, which then goes to the cooler.
Okay.
After the product is processed and graded, it's brought into the cooler. Basically what the guys are doing is they're receiving orders from our sales department. The sales department is next door. They're receiving phone calls, they're taking orders, and it's coming through computerized to these guys. They're going into the cooler and taking the inventory to process that order, and it sits in the cooler area until however that product is going out to the customer, whether it's FedEx, whether it's on a truck, whether it's on a plane, it's going to get loaded into that train, cold the entire time.
I know you said that this is a slow time for you,
This is a slow period for us.
but this is a lot of product. And again, your gorgeous myrtle. I mean,
Oh, thank
that's
you. We love our myrtle.
one of my favorite foliages. Just
Thanks.
such a great thing.
Yeah, we love our myrtle.
Yeah, and
Grow a
so
lot of it here.
sunflowers, the Safari Sunset, everything.
Yeah, basically after product is graded, it's brought in here, and this is essentially our inventory that is on hand. The guys are taking product as orders are being fulfilled.
So naked ladies, they're not in water.
You're not in water.
So
We
you
keep
store
out of
them,
water.
you leave them out of water.
Yep.
That's an interesting concept because we think about that there are exceptions to every rule.
There's exceptions to every rule, and there's one of them right there. We have 2 PhD plant pathologists and a master horticulturalist. We do a lot of work with the University of California, and so a lot of research takes place on best practices of our product, and we're really proud of that.
That's wonderful. And that benefits the entire industry.
Absolutely, absolutely. Mellano and Company is very proud of our quality product, and we think that quality starts from day one of planning to the time it gets to the end user.
So how do you determine what's going to go in a field?
Well, there's an extensive amount of planning. Operation like this requires real good communication, and it starts in the mornings. Every day we have a crew leader meeting with John and Ken, and they plan the daily activities as well as some of the long-term activities that we need to cover. It's very, very critical with over 300 acres, and I think last count I was up to about 50 different crops that we have. There's a little bit of a dance that needs to take place, so everybody has to be on the same page every single day.
And so then, once they've determined where this is going to go, then they come out here and ready the fields?
It happens over the course of several weeks, several months, the planning process, the timelines, the inputs that need to go in before it actually gets to the point where we're marking the beds, getting ready to plant. So these are kind of the last stages just before the plants go into the ground. Upstream from this, extensive planning, extensive revision, review of crop profitability, needs, requirements, and then ultimately it gets to this point.
And so you've determined with the crops you have and the land that you have, the seasons that are actually going to happen, what's going to be the best thing to put in the right place?
Absolutely. It also comes into the facing of the field, whether it's a north-facing slope or a south-facing slope, and whether that's conducive or better for one crop or another. So there's a lot of details that need to be put in place.
We've got 2 tractors that work out here, and how does that process work?
It's a 2-step process. The first tractor is going through the field and it hills up the bed, gets the general form of what we're looking for. And then the second tractor comes through, it presses the bed into the perfect shape that we need for that crop, and at the same time inserts the irrigation drip tape into the bed so that we have the irrigation needs already set up, ready to go.
You take care of your products so amazingly, and I think that that's one of the things that we want to share with people on the California experience is that it's a process for you at Milano. You're looking at the crop, you're deciding if it's a good one, and all the steps that you take throughout the entire process to make sure that we have a beautiful product when it gets to us for a special event or a sympathy arrangement or whatever it is we're going to make.
That's right. Ultimately, our product is only as good as every step that's in that process. If we have a weak link, a bad step, a bad planting, a disease issue or something that we don't take care of, ultimately that doesn't produce a quality product. So we have to start good and keep it good all the way through the end.
So now the product has been processed, cooled, the guys have loaded it, and it's about to go onto a truck. And so then here's some Hypericum.
Gorgeous.
Oh, thank you very much. And basically the guys are quality checking it, doing one last check to make sure the order is correct, and they'll load these carts onto a truck.
And then they're headed out.
The truck is headed out. These are probably going for a local delivery or to the San Diego Flower Market because they're not in boxes. Otherwise, we'll pack them in boxes or Konas, whatever the customer wants, and ships it out according to their desire. Here at Mellano and Company, we like to focus on product and on people. Obviously, the quality of the product, which we've been seeing today and focusing on today, from the planning process all the way through to the end product. And then also on people, our customers, and focusing on customer service and how we can best help their business. And then also our employees, our Mellano and Company family here at the farm and our wholesale locations.
I think the best thing about California cut flowers and foliages is top to bottom the people that are involved. Whether it's all the individuals on our own farm or all the people that are involved in the other farms across the state. I just can't think of a finer group of people to be associated with, and as a result, you see it in the finished quality of our products that come out.
Obviously, we grow quality product and it's out in the industry and people know us for our product. But having customers all over the country, what they don't get to see are the people that are here at Mellano and Company every day who are part of that process. The 200 employees who are touching the product, growing the product, processing the product. We have a vision here at Mellano and Company that we aim to bring joy and beauty into people's lives every day with our product, and I think we accomplish that. There's so many people that are part of that process that we get to enjoy and be part of every day, and I wish more people could meet and get to know the Mellano and Company team.
What's your favorite California flower foliage?
My favorite California flower foliage? Well, I'm glad that my dad and uncle aren't around because they would say whatever the most profitable flower is. But I personally love ranunculus. I don't think there's anything better than just those full heads, the vibrant colors of a beautiful bunch of ranunculus.
As far as California is concerned, the diversity of what we have makes it a special place. And in my mind, I really enjoy and appreciate the flower of the season. There's a number of flowers that have seasonality to them, and just the excitement that's embodied in that brings forward as they come on, or as the anticipation builds that they're coming. I like that flower that's coming.
Michelle, this is fascinating because I think we only get to see that bunch of myrtle or that safari sunset at our wholesaler. And now we know the process and the care that you take here at Milano to make sure that we get the most incredible product all the time. That's part of the California grown experience.
Nice.
And it gives us an appreciation now where those beautiful flowers come from. And we got to see it from all the way from the beginning right here to where they leave.
To the end.
Thanks so much, I appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate having you guys and sharing what we do every day with you.
We can't wait to come back.
Well, we can't wait to have you back.
Thanks.